I'm Antoine Reid. I'm with Cigars and Leisure, and we're here with Drew Estates' Jonathan Drew. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great, Antoine. Thank you for having us.
Okay, so Cigars and Leisure is our new magazine to consumers. It's not as serious as a business magazine, so we're going to ask you a few light questions to kind of break the ice and make sure you're kind of on your toes and ready for anything to come in this interview. What's your favorite Drew Estate cigar right now?
Oh, what's my favorite is completely irrelevant, Antoine. What is relevant is that we continue to innovate. We continue to innovate at Drew Estate with thinking about segmentation that's new for the cigar industry. As you know, with the Acid brand, that was basically a new segment for the cigar industry with an infused product. You know, people used to always think about cigars in premium or flavor. We changed that whole scope and we made it premium, either traditional or infused. So premium traditional or premium infused. So the Acid Cigar brand created that segmentation. Later on, we moved into the coffee infused segment where originally people would think of coffee cigars as a cheap thing. And with the Java brand that we make for Rocky Patel and Tobacco Special, we also had Kahlua at the time. Those products created again a second segment, the coffee infused segment. Later on with T52, taking Habano seed and producing that in the Connecticut River Valley, stalk cut, stalk cured, as opposed to taking a leaf and priming it. Cut the stalk at the bottom, hang it in the barns upside down. Third segment. And then the fourth segment, which today I'm super excited about, and as you know, we were at the Perique Farms here in St. James Parish. That's our Kentucky Fire Cured cigar, which again, this to me is the closest to my heart. This is the segment of the future. And that's where we fire cure a cigar and take that tobacco and then put it into a regular, a Nicaraguan blended product. So we take Kentucky seed tobacco, grow it in Kentucky. We bring it to the farms where we fire cure it, where we use smoke, not heat. Using heat is more like flue curing. We use smoke to fire cure the cigars, 7 days on, 1 day off, 7 days. And then we ship that tobacco to Nicaragua, and we combine that into a cigar that's Nicaraguan blend, Kentucky seed, fire cured blend with a Mexican tobacco wrapper. And on top of that, for the mouth, we want that grit, we want that real gritty, meaty taste that you get from that fire cured tobacco, so you get that at the mouth as well. So that for us is the fourth segment. So it's not so much what's important to me, it's about us creating products, innovating products, and bringing products to market that are exciting and that actually taste and smell really good. So I like it all, man. I don't care, what anybody's personal preference is. As long as we're continuing to innovate, I'm happy.
Okay. Going off of that, we know you do, Drew Estate's doing a barn smoke tour of some sort. Can you tell consumers about that and why they might be interested in coming to one of your tours?
Yeah, thanks for asking, Antoine. You can go to www.barnsmoker.com, and what we do with the Barn Smoker program, it's part of our experiential Drew Estate platforms. We have Cigar Safari, which you guys know, www.cigarsafari.com, and that's where we do about 20 tours a year. 16 people come with us, consumers, and we do 3 nights, 4 days in Nicaragua. Everybody knows that. It's a Jimmy Jam, Cigar Safari. Now we want to take that here to the United States. We started last year in Kentucky, in Hopkinsville, Kentucky, which is the home of American tobacco. When you think about American tobacco, you're thinking about dark air cured, fire cured, Orientals, Burleys, and Virginias. Most people in the premium cigar industry are thinking only dark air cured. You walk into a humidor anywhere in the United States, and you're going to find 99% of everything in that humidor is dark air cured tobacco, other than Drew Estate. We like all those segmentations in the area in terms of fire cured, air cured, Virginia, Burley, Oriental. So with the experiential program that we have, Barn Smoker, we take people to Kentucky, we take people to Connecticut now this year. So we got October 3rd in Kentucky, we got the Barn Smoker there, the Kentucky Fire Cured Barn Smoker, and then we have on August 1st, August 8th in Connecticut, we call it the Connecticut River Valley Barn Smoker. So that one's going to be crazy. That's going to be about 600 people in a barn. It's a beautiful day with tours, visiting the different areas of the barns. It's not just experiential from a standpoint of having you there, trying to push shit on people. What we're doing at the Barn Smoker is it's a very educational platform where we want people to understand what makes a cigar have certain components to give it taste, to give it dimension, texture, complexity. So Barn Smoker is mind-blowing. This is not for... You could be a beginner, you could be a moderate smoker, medium golf smoker, or you could be a hardcore smoker. I guarantee you, you're gonna learn something at this from an educational standpoint. Separately, we got the most banging barbecue. We got all sorts of liquors. We have all sorts of people coming in from all over the world. We got 6 people from 16 different states coming. We have about 7 different tobacco growers who unite there. Hale and Cotton, Universal Leaf. We got people from all over coming in for this. So it's going to be a big deal. If you ain't there, you messed up. Because we sold out in 3.5 hours. So that was for Connecticut. That's quick.
Okay. Now, let's talk about your relationship with Pappy Van Winkle. We know you Drew Estate's doing cigars with them now. That was the kind of big news a little bit while ago. It's still big news. Tell us what's going on with that.
All right, cool. So yeah, this is kind of special for us because, you know, Drew Estate is not a jobber. You don't come to Drew Estate and say, yeah, we want to make a cigar with you. We have Jim the banker. He brought a suitcase of money. That's not how we operate. We don't make cigars really for anybody. We make the Java because we've been making it for Rocky for over 10 years already. And other than Rocky Patel's Java line, which we co-own and we make it, he sells it. Other than that, we don't make brands for nobody. So when the Van Winkle family came to us, we were very honored. It was something that really, it's what I call raison d'être in French. What it means is reason to be. We don't just make cigars like they sit around the boardroom. We need a Connecticut cigar to fill the pipeline. You know, I don't care. I could care less. We make a cigar because there's got to be a reason for it. It's got to have something that's so powerful, so important, something the market either doesn't know they need, or it's got to have that connectivity to something that's significant. With the Pappy Van Winkle, I got it right here, in case none of you have seen it. This is the box. It comes in a beautiful box of 10s right here. And, you know, I like to keep that feel, that Van Winkle, Pappy Van Winkle feel to it. And then, unfortunately, I got the cigars in cello because they sold out instantaneously. You can't even get them anymore till March 2016. And I think by then they'll probably be sold out. So what we do with this, we make this just for the Van Winkle family. When they came to us and they said to us, we'd like to discuss making a product together, it was a big honor for us. It was something that made sense. Raison d'être, reason to be, right? So the Pappy Van Winkle, this is a very special cigar. I'm going to tell you why. What did we do with the fire curing? You don't remember?
You tell me.
I'm going to tell you again. So we took tobacco, which was dark air cured tobacco. We then took that dark air cured tobacco and we turned it into dark fire cured tobacco. What we do with the Van Winkle product is we take that fire cured tobacco, we then ship that fire cured tobacco to Louisiana, right here to St. James Parish. And then we barrel that tobacco. We take 53-gallon whiskey barrels and we take a car jack and we jack in there 500, 550 pounds of fire cured tobacco. 1 year, 3 turns, which each rotation means we're going to take that barrel, we're going to take all 500 pounds leaf by leaf, we're going to pull them out of the barrel. We're going to pilone the tobacco, loosen it up because we've already brought it up in heat. Now we're going to let it bring it down. 3 times throughout the year, after 1 year, 3 rotations, we take that tobacco, which has been fire cured, barrel fermented, real barrel fermented, not barrel fermented in some paper and some marketing nonsense. The real deal, right here, by the most prominent person and the only person who truly makes St. James Parish Perique tobacco in the world, with Mark Ryan. We then ship that tobacco to Nicaragua, and that becomes one of the components for the Pappy Van Winkle barrel fermented cigar. So this product, we made 6,000 Robustos, 6,300 Toros. We shipped them into the U.S. Over a 3-month period, which ended in June. And they got a 93.5 wheel, which was very interesting because that's a very, very difficult rating process. I'm usually not into ratings that much, but that one really impressed me because to take a product like this, which is not a traditional cigar, and be able to get a 93 rating and half wheel on it was a huge accomplishment for us. And it speaks volumes for innovation in fire curing on the premium side. Why, Antoine, you ask? Because for 200 years they've been fire curing tobacco, but ain't nobody taking the fire cured tobacco and put it into a premium cigar. So that's what makes this, it's emblematic of a Drew Estate product. Look, you got San Andreas wrapper at the bottom. At the top, you got more of that fire-cured barrel-fermented tobacco at the top at the head. So it's a multi-dimensional cigar. It's not only going to give you complexity along the journey of smoking it, but the texture at every puff is stupid. You know what I'm saying, Antoine?